Get this going. Perfect. All right. So welcome. Tonight I wanted to talk to you and share with you guys why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I announced a couple of days ago, the dogs are arguing, that I was going to do a women's group. And I wanted to share with you guys tonight why I decided to do this, why this is really important to me. I've set out on a mission this year to help women really step into who they really are and their dreams. And part of that mission I'm going to deal with in many different ways. And one of them that came to me with the help of my amazing support team and coach and everyone I've got around me to kind of pull this together. Has helped me to kind of step into my own, which is something I want other women to do as well. So we came up with the idea of a women's circle, and it was one of those kind of duh things for me that when it came up, I was like, well, of course, why wouldn't I do this? I've loved women's circles for so long in my life. Want to share a story with you guys as to why they're important to me and what came about. And I think it's been probably over 20 years now, maybe. Well, definitely over 20. Exactly how many, I'm not sure, but definitely over 20 years where I had a serious transformation through a women's circle. And I want to share a picture with you guys. So let me see. I'll have to pin it afterwards, and I'll put it in the comment section for you guys to see. Because I'm not going to be able to do it right now while we're live. But early in my 20s, I took on a job because the job was important to me, and the cause of the job was important to me. I worked in the HIV field, and was really at that time in the early 90s when HIV was still really not well recognized and still kind of new. I'm gonna have to tell you guys to hold on. Let me deal with my dogs because they're about to fight. Hold on. Stop. Stop. And quiet. You stand on there. Go outside. Yeah. Leave it. All right, so I'm back. So in my house, we have animals and we have children. So normally it's one or two that's kind of acting up and acting a fool right now. So right now it happens to be the dogs. But like I was saying, early on in my years, in my 20s, I decided to work for an HIV agency. And at that time, HIV didn't have the cocktails, didn't have the medication. So people were still dying. And it was really an experience I wasn't ready for. I definitely had not experienced that kind of tragedy, that kind of death. At that age. I had experienced some for sure, but not so consistently. The agency that I worked for was really amazing, and how they dealt with the clients, the staff, how we really worked together as a team, the staff and the clients. And I think one of the reasons they set that up is because HIV at that time was so volatile. I remember when I walked into work, hey guys, when I walked into work that first, I think it was the first week of my training, I had a lady there that was actually training me. And what wound up happening is we left Friday and came back Monday, and she had passed away because she was HIV positive. So it was one of those jobs where you walked in every day and you didn't know who was going to be there. And in my mid-20s, that was very daunting. I was an emotional wreck. And at the time, I didn't realize how much of an emotional wreck I was until sort of getting to the other side. You know how you're going through something and you don't really realize sometimes how bad it is, because denial for us, I don't know about you, but it runs really, really thick for me. And I can almost have myself believe about anything when I'm in my denial mode. And so when I was working that job, I totally didn't realize how it was stressing me. So like I said, at the end, I'll show you a picture of the size I was when I was in my 20s. And unfortunately, that wasn't the biggest I had got. That was just the last time I allowed somebody to take a picture of me. And I was eating away through the grief, through the sadness, through the hopelessness, because I didn't see a way out of this disease and how to make things better, and was trying to do the best I can with my clients, and it was very limited. And so my clients were suffering every day. I was suffering. I was taking the job home. I was eating so much. To kind of soothe myself, to make it seem better, to make it seem all right. And what saved me, oh my gosh, is women and women's circles. And they come in different forms and different fashions. But I was introduced by three awesome ladies, totally three awesome ladies who, if they were not in my life, I can't imagine who I'd be today. But three awesome ladies who taught me about spirituality and taught me native ways and introduced me to that culture and that environment. And I remember being in those circles with those women, and oh my God, my life changed. And I went once to a ceremony in Arizona, and it was an amazing event. And it was life-changing. And at the time, I was really suffering with the job and the situation. And I wanted to walk away from HIV because, like I said, it was killing me. I had gotten so overweight. And then I had tried to get on diets and, had tried all this stuff. And I had gotten on a diet and a program that was successful for me. But then I was going to the other end of the spectrum. I was never small enough because I was still in the denial, still in the pain, and had to do something. So I was over-exercising and overdoing everything on the other end of the spectrum to try to ease and soothe my way of dealing with this job situation. And I remember having the conversation with these women at this circle. And I remember how they just embraced me, and they didn't judge me, and they let me feel and be whatever I felt like at that time. And I felt so loved and so accepted. And at that moment, in that ceremony, they changed my life. When that ceremony was over, I walked away from my job. And even months from then, I decided to move. But it totally transformed my life and how I do things and how I operate. I felt good. I let go of the shame. I let go of the guilt. Those ladies helped me process so much stuff by having that circle, by having that ceremony, by inviting me in and not asking me to be a particular way or do it this way, but just to be and allow God, the divine spirit, to come in and navigate and guide me in my decisions. And I did that. And they created that sacred space for me. And because I've had that experience and so many others, I could go on, is why I created this circle. And because I know so many people who aren't in the same state as me, and I didn't want that to be a limiting factor. Because I know there's lots of women who are out there who are struggling, who don't have it all together. And Lord knows I don't, lots of days, and need support and need help and need a safe place to just be. We say to dump all our shit, right? You need sometimes that space to just do that, to let it go, and then to come back lighter and refreshed. And so that's what this women's circle is about. It's a space for us to help you to just be who you are, to connect with yourself, to connect with the divine, to let go of anything that you don't need, that's not serving you anymore. Like I said, my mission is to help other people step into who they are. And I know this circle changed my life, and I want to do that for other women. And so there's no barriers. It's online, so you can't say, oh, I can't get there, I can't drive, I can't whatever. It's okay. And even if you can't make this one, which is this Sunday, it's okay. I'm going to do them every month. Just register. And there will be a time that you will be able to make it. And that will be the right time for you. It's going to be recorded. And so you'll be able to watch it if you're part of our group. You'll be able to sit in and experience some of the healing, some of the transformation from these other wonderful, amazing women. So I encourage you, if there's support that you need, join us. And the event is free. So there's no like, oh, I can't afford it, my check's not coming in, all the blah, blah, blah stuff, right, that we can make up. Some real, some not so real. But it's free. So there's no limitation there. If you have access to a phone, access to a computer, tablet, whatever, you can be a part of this circle. I would love, love for you to be a part of this circle, for you to join me and the other women who have already said yes. And let us hold sacred space for you. Let us help you with whatever is going on for you. You know, I have this group on Facebook. It's called From Wishing to Manifesting, because that's my firm belief. You know, we wish for a lot of things, but we don't necessarily know how to manifest them. And so this group is part of that. It's to help you manifest. Hey, sweetie. It's part of helping you manifest what's going on for you. And it's a joy. And, you know, I have to say this, the divine is awesome and amazing. And it's really, really cool, because one of the women I was talking about that helped and introduced me to this life and changed my world is actually on the live tonight. So I feel really honored that she actually is here tonight. And without her, this circle wouldn't happen. So truly want to tell you guys, I would love for you to join us online. I'm going to put the link in the comments right now before I forget. So that if you guys are interested, please sign up. If you know some other women that may be interested, pass this along to them. Truly do that. And the cool thing about the environments that I set up is because they're online, you don't have to come any particular way. You just have to be yourself. I don't care if you come in pajamas. I don't care if you come with a scarf on your head. It doesn't really matter to me. What matters is that you show up and you be present full on. You know, at that time, this is an hour for you to be present for yourself and for your sisters. So there's no other doing something else while we're in circle. We don't do any of that. We honor this sacred time and we come and we play full on, because you deserve it. You deserve full attention. And so do the other sisters that are there. So I invite you to come and show up and share this with us. But wanted to share with you guys why this is important to me. This is part of my mission this year. This is something I'm going to do. Those of you who know me know I'm A-type personality. I got to get it done. So my job is to help other women. And my heart says, this is what I want to do. This is what I desire to do. This is what my soul longs for, is to help you to step into being who you are. Because the cool part is the more I help you do it, the more I get to do it myself. So it pushes and encourages me to take that next step and to expand and to grow and to be better and to be the best me I can be. And that's what better is for me. It's being the best me I can be. So guys, have a great, great night. I love you all. I will see you soon. Take care. And I will post that picture. I will not forget. Okay. Bye.